Hey everybody, this is Yen. Hope everybody's doing well this week. I apologize for the delay in posting the video. I'm recovering from being sick, but let's get to it. For this week, I've decided to do a video on mandated reporting, but in California. So things are going to sound similar, if not exactly alike, to the law in your state. So what must we report? We must report, this actually goes for both child abuse and elder abuse as well. We must report what is suspected or observed abuse for child and elder. There's definitely various things you could report. There is physical abuse, sexual abuse, willful cruelty or unjustified punishment, neglect, financial abuse, isolation, abduction, depriving of goods or services that are necessary to avoid physical harm or mental suffering. One thing I found very interesting is that I'm not too sure if anyone has read this or noticed this in their laws of the states, but under child sexual abuse, it's actually considered sexual assault, which includes intentionally masturbation in the presence of children. And so that it definitely stuck out. So even if the child is not involved in any act, but for a child to be present, it's considered child sexual abuse. So yeah, that definitely stuck out. But who are mandated reporters? Clergy members, childcare providers, educators, law enforcement, medical professionals, mental health professionals, commercial film and photographic print processors. So when do you report? You report when you have knowledge or observed that a child or an elder has gone through this abuse or neglect. I do believe that you have 36 hours to fill out the report and actually forward it. Make the report within 36 hours of noticing or figuring out or finding out the incident that happened. So yeah, it sounds pretty similar to a lot of individuals or the students, classmates that have shared with us as well. But if you fail to report and you've been caught, you will be fined up to $1,000. And I'm trying to see. I think you would possibly. Sorry, I'm just trying to get to provide you the correct information. So if you fail to make a required report, you could be punished up to 6 months in jail or fined up to $1,000 $1,000. Yeah. So yeah, in that case, the laws do see similar. For my agency right now, I do only work with adults, but there has been an incident with my client where she has an open CPS case, or she has a long history. She's actually in a DV situation, or has a long history of DV situation with her partner. They have a child together, 6-year-old child. Recently, the partner has been taken to jail for abusing the mom, but the mom had actually been charged. My client has actually been charged. Someone made a CPS report against her because she wasn't protecting her child, or they were trying to figure out if she qualified to be protecting her child. So me and my client definitely processed it, because just recently too, one of the service agencies that she received therapy and family counseling with made a report against her because of what she shared with them. So it's kind of it was kind of difficult, because you want to be a support for her. You gain trust, you build rapport, and then you disclose something, and then she actually disclosed it as they were using it against her. So in our processing, I wasn't taking sides. I was just trying to explain the situation, or like listen to her, help her process. But actually, it's up to her on what she does with the agency, or depending if she wants to work with them again. But so she hasn't disclosed anything that I would suggest is harmful. But if I do suspect that she's a unfit mother, or she's living in a dangerous household or whatnot, I definitely consult with my supervisor and then discuss with the client for sure. But also, I'm very transparent. I like communication with the client as well, and just see where it is. But for in the past, if I do forget, or like not sure of what to do to report or not report, I just call CPS or APS for a consultation to see what the situation is, reportable or not, and then I'll go from there. So that's what I learned. But definitely making a report has been nerve-wracking as well, and time consuming, but it also affects the relationship with your client. So my question this week is, if you had to make a report, how did that affect your dynamic with your client? That was it. All right. Thank you so much. I apologize that it's going over, but thank you so much. Have a good one.